Jose Calangan Calida, born July 7, 1950, is a Filipino lawyer. He previously served as Undersecretary of Justice and Executive Director of Dangerous Drugs Board under the Arroyo administration, as Solicitor General under the Duterte administration, and as Chairman of Commission on Audit COA under the Marcos administration. During his time as a Solicitor General, Calida is a controversial figure on the issues regarding the shutdown of television network ABS-CBN during the COVID-19 pandemic. Calida was born in Nuevo Ilaco, Davao, present-day Mawab, Davao, or a born-again Christian. He is married to Milagros Parentar Ordoneza, who is also from Davao, with whom he has 3 children. Calida is a member of the Aquila Legis fraternity. Calida holds a Doctor of Philosophy degree in English from the Ateneo de Davao University in 1969. He studied law at the Ateneo de Manila University Law School, where he was a Dean's Lister. He graduated in 1973 and was admitted to the bar the following year with a general average of 83.5%, the highest grade of 100% in criminal law, 90% in civil law, and 90% in taxation in the 1970 for Philippine bar examination. Calida is a practicing lawyer and founding partner of J. Calida and Associates law firm based in Davao del Sur. He served as Secretary General of the Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption during the administration of President Fidel Ramos and was the convener of the God's People's Coalition for Righteousness that staged protests and prayer rallies against the proliferation of pornography and smut films in the 1990s. In 1997, he led the group called Support the Initiatives for the Good of the Nation, or SIGN, which pushed for charter change through People's Initiative and helped the PERMA movement gather signatures to allow then-President Fidel Ramos to run for re-election through a plebiscite. He also co-founded the party list group called Citizens Battle Against Corruption and served as its president in 1997. Calida was a member of the prosecution team during the impeachment trial of President Joseph Estrada in 2000, following the second EDSA revolution. He was appointed by the newly installed President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo as the Undersecretary of the Department of Justice DOJ. Undersecretaries Hernando B. Perez in 2001, Mercedes Gutierrez in 2002, and Simeon Datamanong in 2003. As Justice Undersecretary, he was in charge of the National Bureau of Investigation, the Office of the Government Corporate Counsel, the DOJ Task Force on Corruption and Internal Security, and the DOJ Task Force on Financial Fraud and Money Laundering. In 2004, he assumed the leadership of the Dangerous Drugs Board as the agency's executive director. Calida returned to private law and business after leaving government service in October 2004. He was president and chair of Vigilant Investigative and Security Agency, which won a contract with the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation in 2010. He also served as senior vice president of the insurance company Prudential Guarantee and Assurance Inc. Calida was endorsed by then Davao City Vice Mayor Rodrigo Duterte as a candidate for the ombudsman post in 2011, prior to his return to government service. He was also one of the campaign managers of the 2016 Duterte Marcos presidential vice presidential campaign. President Duterte has described Calida as passionately pro-Marcos. Calida faces criminal and administrative charges at the Office of the Ombudsman. According to one of the charges, Calida allegedly violated the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for public officials and employees for failing to divest his interest in his family-owned security agency, which received Philippine peso 261.39 million worth of contracts from the Department of Justice and other government agencies. Calida has denied any conflict of interest and said he is not liable under the Code of Conduct for public officials nor the anti-graft law. In the Philippine House of Representatives, the Makabayan bloc said that Calida should be removed from office. Bayan Muna party list Representative Carlos Zarate alleged that Calida used his position to get government contracts in what was a clear case of corruption in government. Amid the Philippine drug war, Calida blocked the release of documents on drug war killings. In 2017 and 2019, the Supreme Court ordered Calida to release documents on more than 3,000 killings during the drug war. Calida was reported to be the second highest paid government official in 2019, earning $16.95 million according to a report from Commission on Audit COA. He earned a cumulative Philippine peso 27.9 million in allowances and honoraria from 2017 to 2020. The COA flagged Calida and his office for excessive allowances. In March 2020, the House of Representatives summoned Calida to appear in an investigation on $95.42 billion in unpaid debts owed to the government by Meralco and First Gen Hydropower Corporation. During the oral arguments at the Supreme Court on the anti-terror law in April 2021, Calida red-tagged former Bayan Muna Congress Representative Nery Colmenares and progressive groups. Colmenares criticized Calida, saying that red-tagging is a deadly offense that threatens the life and security of its victims. Calida was appointed by President-elect Bongbong Marcos as the chairman of Commission on Audit COA on June 29, 2022. He assumed the post on July 4th. However, his appointment was bypassed by the Commission on Appointments (CA) on September 28th, and he was not reappointed by Marcos. Calida resigned from the post on October 4th due to undisclosed reasons. He was replaced by Gamaliel Cordoba. For more interesting personalities, please do watch our other Who's Who series. Please like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to the amazing world of 1000 Vlogs.